In this video, I am going to go over 3 of the most important levers that you can pull to help you have your breakthrough to stay sober. Now, there are so many important tools and levers that you can pull, and this is actually based on my experience that these, in retrospect, in hindsight, when I look back on my journey, these were the 3 most important things that I would name that helped me stay sober. I am Kate. I'm going on 10 years sober. I'm also the author of the Addiction and Alcoholism Recovery Skills for Women book series. They are being used in rehabs, peer recovery support groups, clinics, by therapists. Here they are. This way. It's interesting. This is actually a very green cover, but it's not coming through that way on the screen. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to go over those levers now with you, and I'm going to use my iPad here to kind of take notes so you can have a little bit of a visual aid. So the first lever that I realized that I needed to pull was that I was completely hopeless when I was in my worst drinking days. I did not think that there was any way out. I didn't see a possibility of me getting well. It was very real that that was the case, even though it was real to me, even though it wasn't true. And I luckily, and it's for a whole nother video, I was able to find hope. I needed to find hope for myself. How did I do that? I found hope through gratitude. Now, gratitude in itself can be a little bit tricky for people to learn to practice. I feel like there's not much concrete advice that is easy to find out there on how to practice gratitude. You have to seek it out, right? There are books and things like that. But when you're in recovery meetings and things of that nature, you hear this advice to practice gratitude, but how do you actually do it? And so that is also a topic for another video, and I will make that video. So please look for it. But I found hope through practicing gratitude, through flipping the script from negative to positive thinking and reflecting on the beauty in each day, in the small things, A lot of people think, yeah, I'm grateful for my friends, my family, blah, blah, blah. But it's not even so much about that. It's about waking up and being so thankful for the shoes that you can put on your feet so that you can walk outside comfortably, or the pillow that you rested your head on all night so that you slept more comfortably or were passed out more comfortably, if that is the case for you these days. So I found hope through gratitude, and that was an extremely important shift in my thinking. So that's number one. And then number two was that I tried everything that was suggested to me, and that was hard. So try everything. Oh, that went off the screen a little bit. I have to fix that. I don't know why it's cut off. Suggested. Try everything suggested, and that's number two. Okay, so for example, I was raised Catholic, nothing wrong. That religion wasn't for me, right? And so that kind of God just wasn't for me. And I did go into the rooms of AA, and God is everywhere in that program. And I remember my first sponsor, she said, just tell yourself you believe in God. Just believe in God. Just believe in him. And I was like, okay, I'll try. And it didn't really work, and I didn't want to, right? But it clicked for me that I on my own did not have the answers to get this to stop, to get my drinking and misery to stop. I didn't have the answers. Other people did. Other people with sober time did, and I was going to try everything that they told me to try. Even if it ended up that it didn't work for me, at least I knew that that tool didn't work for me. And most of the time, almost every time I tried something, I got something unexpected out of it. So I didn't end up believing in a God with the word God, God, attached to it that was associated with Christianity and Catholicism from my past. But I ended up developing a connection with the universe and in a way that I never thought possible. And it's because I started to pry my angry atheist mind open to the power of the universe and one love. So that's what ended up happening to me for that. So it was a very beautiful thing. And it started with me trying to force myself to believe in some kind of God. So that's just an example. It's very important, though. It's so easy to hear advice and think, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That's not going to work for me before you even try it. So try everything that's suggested. If it doesn't work for you after trying, that's okay. At least you know that it really doesn't work for you. Another example is meditation. I couldn't get on board with quiet meditation, especially group meditation, but it was only 2 years ago that I found a channel, actually. It's called Great Meditation, and they do guided meditations. And I love guided meditations are amazing. So I ended up finding a way to meditate that has really worked for me as well. And so now the third and the final thing is the third lever I had to pull, sorry for the pause, is I had to go all in on my recovery, all in, balls to the wall, no holds barred. I am committed to my sobriety each and every day. It is my top priority. If I need to cancel plans, if I need to tell people I have to be here, not there, if I need to cut people out of my life, either temporarily or permanently, that's what I'm going to do. I fully committed. I realized, so we're going to say balls to the wall. And if you're of a different generation, I'm just going to say all in on your recovery. And that's the third lever. Do not compromise your recovery. Get rid of all the alcohol in the house, create boundaries with people. This is a huge task. And this is an umbrella for a lot of little pieces, but day in and day out, your number one, I don't like saying your, because I don't want to appear like I'm bossing you around, but my number one priority became going all in. And that meant I realized, so at first I thought setting up a weekly appointment with a therapist would be enough. Nope. Okay, I'll add an AA meeting a week. So I got my therapist and I got an AA meeting a week. Nope, not enough. Okay, 2 AA meetings a week. So I realized what I was doing was I was sitting on the side of the pool soaking my feet, but I had not dove into my recovery. I needed to dive in over my head and just be fully immersed in it. I needed to read the big book. I needed to read other Quit Lit. I needed to listen to sobriety podcasts. I needed to live my sobriety. So those are the three levers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to film another video, and it'll be available here on the 3 gratitude pillars, so we can start talking about that first lever in more detail. You should go check that one out next.